Statesboro Blues, Jesse Edwin Davis on slide off Taj Mahal's first album. Let's get into it. So there's a big Elmore James influence in this song. Listen to Dust My Broom, listen to the solo on that. But Jesse Ed Davis, has his own thing going as well. It's a great solo, relatively straightforward, and it's in standard tuning, so it's a really good start to your slide playing. Let's dive into it. So the first phrase is just based around basically 4 notes. 7th and 9th fret on the 3rd string, and then a sharp slide on the 8th fret. It's just above the 8th fret, and then going down to the 9th fret and putting some vibrato on. So the important thing about that 8th fret is just making it slightly sharp. Here's the 8th fret, and here's the 8th fret sharp. So it's kind of moving towards the next fret, but not too far, Then you've got that vibrato on the 9th fret. And then repeats the same idea, but this time goes up to the 9th fret. And then back to the 9th fret. And then up to the 12th. And then so the last 3 notes are based around just an A-shaped bar chord, like an E chord at the 7th fret. Just using the slide for that. So to 12, and then a slide down at the end. So the last 3 notes, he slides into the first one, plays the second one, and then down off the 3rd one. So just a beautiful melodic statement again, and Elmore James influence, but just great. And then he plays it again. He does exactly the same thing for the next phrase. And it works beautifully. So the chord has changed at that point. So the first time it was over E, and then the second time it's over A, and it works beautifully. So just getting that under your fingers gives you an enormous amount of vocabulary already that you can apply. He's using 2 phrases over the first 8 bars. It's, a really good lesson in that. Then at the end, he's going up to the 5th position of E minor pentatonic. He starts with just going up to the 12th fret on the top 2 strings, and then sliding down. So down from the 12th to the 10th, and then back to that 2nd string 12th fret with some vibrato. So, and then the same thing again, those 2 notes, and this time it's a different answer to that. So instead of just playing it once, he plays it a number of times. So the first time was with a gap, and then he does the same thing again, but fills in the gap. So he's going to do that 3 times. But the last time he slides down to the 10th fret. So he goes. So the first 2, and then the 3rd one, just sliding down from nowhere to the 10th fret. And then sliding up from the 8th to the 9th fret. And then the 9th fret. So from the 10th fret slide down to the 10th, 8th to 9th, and then the 9th fret on the 3rd string, where you are already. So again, he's centering himself around A-shaped bar chord, and the rest of the material is just shape 5 of E minor pentatonic. So if you're up here, those notes there basically, 12th and 10th fret, so then it would descend. So that segment there, that third phrase, is a really great one to work on as well. You've got lots of ideas that you can adapt within that. And then the turnaround at the end is basically if you took an E7th chord but moved it up to the 4th and 5th frets, and we're just taking that shape down by 1 fret at a time, and then he does a hammer on at the end. So, and it's a triplet rhythm where what he's doing is he's grabbing those 2 strings and then the open first string, which I tend to use my 3rd finger with on this, so, and then just move that down a fret. Same top note, same open E on top. And then he does a hammer on the first fret of string 3. So, it's a little bit tricky. You got to just keep the slide out of the way while you're doing this. But you don't need that little finger. You only need 2 fingers to do it. So. And then into B7. So he hits the 5th string first, and then the whole chord. So it's like 1 and 2 and 3, and he finishes there. So the whole of the turnaround a little bit faster. So then getting between the 2 areas here is a challenge. So you've done this, and now you've got to leap down here. So I practice it. What he does is he catches that open B string on the way, but I don't think it's deliberate so much as his hands just keeping the rhythm going. So I wouldn't worry too much about that. I'd focus more on getting that and then into that. So I did it there just deliberately, but I don't think you have to really think about it deliberately. It's that kind of practice, just practice the link between those bits. That's what I'd be working on, just to try and smooth out that transition. And then you put it all together, you basically got 4 phrases. That first one. That one played again, and then the into the turn. Beautiful example of how to create a simple solo that's really effective. It's very strong, it's very confident. It doesn't sound like it needs anything else. He's said what he needs to say. It's a musical statement, great stuff, and a great way into slide guitar, especially in standard tuning. So have fun with that. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Really helps the channel. Comment below if you want any other content created. I'll see what I can do. Subscribe so that you get notified for the latest video. I'm trying to put these out every week and covering a whole wide range of things to do with slide guitar, so please check them out. Free resources for this lesson, link below, and the intro to Statesboro Blues, the solo at the beginning, there's a video that I did on that as well, so please check that out. Put the 2 together and you've got some wonderful standard tuned slide guitar licks to work on. Enjoy, happy sliding.